Hey there, Mouseketeers! Kate from PrincessMinnie here, and welcome back to Vlogmas! It's officially day 3, so let's go ahead and change that star on my advent calendar. There we go! Alright everybody, today is a primarily Disney World haul, and I say primarily because we actually have a couple of items from Universal Studios. So I really didn't post anything about it, but John and I spent our Thanksgiving holiday in Universal Studios. It was very socially distanced, very safe. We had a wonderful time. We actually drove, and so we just had a lovely time. And we did wind up spending a half a day going to some of the different Disney resorts, and we also spent a half a day going to Disney Springs, which is where we did the bulk of the shopping for this trip. And I'm pretty proud of myself. Most of the things that I bought seem to be gifts for others. So for most of you, this will be a very safe video to watch, but for a few people, I'm going to let you know I will be putting some presents that might show up in a gift to you if you are my friend or family member. And so you're going to want to tune out, but I will let you know when that's coming. The people who really need to be on the lookout for that would be Lauren and family, my sister and her family, Robin, Melissa, and Katie. Everybody else, you're in the clear. Awesome. Even though this is primarily a Disney World haul, we did make 2 purchases while in Universal Studios. Other than their Harry Potter merchandise, Universal Studios just really doesn't crush it. Like, there's not a whole lot of things we ever want to buy when we go to Universal Studios, and we were actually planning on buying a few things, maybe like a Christmas ornament or something like that on our final day, but my husband wound up hurting his leg. He's fine, but we didn't want him to be hobbling all around the park, so we just took it easy that day, just went to Disney Springs. So we actually didn't even get to do the little tiny bit of shopping that we thought we were going to do. Luckily though, we did stop by a store that I want to say is called the Magical Menagerie, and that is right near Gringotts in Diagon Alley. And John got this frog, which he said, you know, is not a chocolate frog. And I got a little pygmy puff. They have these in actually the same color pretty much as the frog, or this vibrant pink. I did choose the pink. Maybe next time I will also get a purple one. I'm not the world's biggest keychain fan, but I am a sucker for like these things that are kind of probably marketed more towards like middle schoolers, but I am like, you know, forever a middle schooler probably in my heart, in my soul. And so I got this little cute pygmy puff to put on a bag. And like I said, John and I, we both love frogs. Chocolate frogs actually is one of my favorite things from the Harry Potter universe. He's not a chocolate frog. John made sure to really make sure I knew that. But that store was super cute. When they gave us our receipt, they said, you know, would you like your adoption papers in the bag? Which we thought was adorable. And so this frog, his name is Ribs, short for Ribbit, of course. And he was our buddy on the very long drive home. And then my pygmy puff does not have a name, but he/she is a very beautiful little puff. And that's everything from Universal Studios. There's just not a heck of a lot there that you really want to buy. Although I will say I saw an upswing in Simpsons merchandise while we were there. I love the Simpsons area of the park, definitely one of my absolute favorites. And it seemed like more people, as they were walking around, had some Simpsons merch. So that was pretty cool. All right, let's move on to Disney for a little bit. And this. I love this. I wish I could tell you that this is for me, but it is not. However, it's also not for anyone who would watch my videos. This is a gift for John's, maybe about 2.5-year-old niece. She loves, loves, loves bubbles. And it's a bubble wand. I mean, how freaking adorable is this? And I thought it was gonna be way more expensive. We knew that it was going to be like a big gift for her, so we didn't even look at the price tag, to be honest. I thought this was going to be like $25 or $30, and it was only $15. So I was incredibly happy with that price. And I love this. I think this is so cool, and I think the next time I go to Disney for the holidays, which I mean we're kind of like tentatively, fingers crossed, hoping 2022, I would get this for myself and like have it as like a photo prop or something. I think this is amazing. It's just so festive. I love it. Can you tell I love it? I should have gotten one for me, really. That's got to be like the most festive thing in this haul, and now it's all downhill from there. Okay, no, for real though, let's go ahead and check out some other bags. I did some shopping. I think that these bags contain pins, but mostly pin boxes, so it'll go kind of fast. I really needed to stock up for the channel. I got a bunch of the Disney hugs. I wasn't quite sure what to make of this series when it first came out, and now I'm like, I want every single hug, and I think I have 2 of them already. Then I did pick up this Happy Holidays like snowman set that I thought was like limited release maybe or something, but it definitely does not say that. I thought it was limited release like specifically for winter, but maybe they'll have these in the summer. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you, I am not sold on these whatsoever, but I thought they'd be great content for Vlogmas, and then either I like them when I open them or they'll make good traders, you know, or gifters. So we'll see. The jury is out on that one. Then I only grabbed, I think, 2 boxes of the Happiness Is pins because, again, I'm just not sure that the aesthetic of it really fits into my collection, but there are maybe like 1 or 2 that I really would enjoy. So we'll see what happens when I open that up. Oh, something I could not wait to get my hands on, and I really wish I could wait until I could actually go back to Animal Kingdom to get this, but it's the newer Animal Kingdom set. I love all of Animal Kingdom pins, like every single one. I definitely need every single one here. So I stopped myself, I limited myself to just a couple boxes, and hopefully that'll tide me over until I can get to Animal Kingdom again. This bag is just stuffed with those same pin boxes. Let's see what's in these others. I don't remember. Oh, this one is not pins. That's exciting. We'll get to that one next. Oh, okay. And so I did get more hugs. So I do like to get, you know, multiple boxes from different stores. So to hopefully increase my odds of getting random pins. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's something I do. And so we got 4 different kinds of pin boxes, plus I got 1 limited edition holiday pin. Last year I got so many of the holiday limited edition pins, and I thought I was going to be able to get some more this year, but it didn't happen because, like, we did visit the Grand Floridian and the Polynesian, and they both had this, and plus they had maybe like the contemporary and all of the options that had this specific look of the Christmas ornament. But I didn't really want all of them, and I figured since we specifically ate lunch at the Grand Floridian Cafe, I could get this one. Whereas I didn't want to really get, say, the boardwalk since we didn't visit the boardwalk. I don't know if that makes sense, but I love this one. It has Beauty and the Beast on the inside, and they do, I'll show you close up, but they are with the traditional gingerbread house kind of look from the Grand. But of course there is no huge gingerbread house at the Grand Floridian this year, and even though it's gorgeous there right now, it definitely had a very different vibe. It was a little bit sad, honestly. Like, I normally tell people that you definitely need to resort hop on your Disney trips. Like, if you're not getting lunch or dinner at like a really cool resort, you're doing it a little wrong. That's my opinion. Because you just can't, if you haven't gone to the different Disney resorts, you can't even imagine how cool they are. I would definitely consider taking a time out of my day just to go to, say, Art of Animation and eating at their food court. Doesn't sound exciting, their food's awesome, and then you can walk around and have like a whole photo shoot with all of the huge icons that they have. But really, it's just not the same vibe right now. I know the Poly is under construction, but even the Grand felt just like a little bit sad. So I would say right now, I wouldn't spend my time going to the different Disney resorts in case you do have a trip upcoming. That's just my 2 cents. And if you feel differently, that is totally cool because there's of course still magic to be found everywhere. Speaking of the Poly though, I did have to buy my in-laws, who also won't be watching this, some cookies, and they sell this at the Polynesian gift shop. These are like the best cookies. And they're from the Honolulu Cookie Company. Their cookies are all shaped like pineapples, and in this case they are premium shortbread cookies dipped in chocolate. These are so good. I haven't had these in forever, but they are so good. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that this company, you can only get their cookies in stores in Hawaii, in Las Vegas, because I got them there, and at the Polynesian. So, kind of exclusive. I had to pick myself up some Wonderground Gallery postcards. It's a must for me on every trip. Then my husband told me I had to leave the store, and he walked out with a very big cardboard box full of something from Wonderground. So I think I probably am going to be getting something very special under the Christmas tree this year. But for myself, I picked up this really beautiful Belle postcard that features like some of the main characters in the design of a chandelier. Very beautiful. And then I also had to get this super cute version of the 3 Caballeros. I love them. They are just the cutest. I picked up this Slinky Dog pen. I think that's a good sight of it for the camera. I picked up this Slinky Dog silhouette pen. I actually got this pen in a Magic at Your Door box a while ago, and I loved writing with it, so that was a no-brainer for me. Also did pick up 2 open edition pins for myself, one of which has Winnie the Pooh and some of his friends decorating the Christmas tree. Big Pooh fan. And the other pin has some Jawas wrapping up R2-D2. I mean, come on. Big Star Wars fan here. My husband loves Jawas, and so that was another no-brainer. I did get one last thing for myself. I really truly tried to resist it. Passed up on it on a couple of different stores, passed up on it online. Couldn't help myself because I so regretted not buying the Mickey and Minnie Christmas mug for myself last year. But luckily, this year's I thought was even better. So it's Mickey and Minnie dressed as Santa and Mrs. Claus under the mistletoe, and in fact the other side says, "Meet me under the mistletoe." It has tons of gold snowflakes. I'm such a gold fan, especially for Christmas. There's some mistletoe inside the mug. I am totally obsessed with this. I think it's only my second Christmas themed mug, so I could really use another one, you know? Before I get into the gifts for people that I picked up, there's one other thing I want to share with you, and that is I did mention that John's leg really started to hurt him and we couldn't imagine him walking around the parks that day. So we kind of just looked up what else could we do in Orlando that didn't involve so much physical activity. And we found at the hotel, which was super close to our hotel, called the Gaylord Palms, they were doing a whole Christmas village. I don't know if they do this every year, but it's something we definitely will be doing in the future. And they had so many things. You could decorate gingerbread houses. I think you could do indoor like snow tubing. You could meet Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus. There were so many cute things that you could do. And one of the things that we bought tickets to do was to walk around this, and it wasn't a lot of walking at all, but walk around this interactive photo exhibit with characters from really popular, iconic Christmas movies. Elf, The Year Without a Santa Claus, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, and The Polar Express. Now, I've only actually seen of those movies, Elf and The Year Without a Santa Claus, but love those movies. And I totally intend on watching the others. And this year, especially, I plan on watching National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, especially because of this guy. So they had an entire little gift shop section and he was my big purchase there. He was not a very cheap stuffed animal, honestly, but he doesn't look cheap and he doesn't feel cheap. So, you know, I got what I paid for. He is the cutest little snowman I've ever seen in my life. He like is waving hello. Like he's so sweet. The look on his face is just the cutest thing I've ever seen. And I named him Clark because I did happen to know that the main character in Christmas Vacation is named Clark. So I figured he's Clark and he will give me the inspiration to watch that movie in the next couple days or week or so. We are now at the point where I'm going to share with you guys some of the gifts that I picked up. I don't think I will say specifically whom each gift is for, especially because a couple of the people who are getting the gifts, you guys might see the swaps. So I just want to show these things because they're super cool, I think. But again, I won't share specifically who they're for, but my sister and her family, please exit this video. Robin, Katie, and Melissa, please exit this video. And everybody else, let's get started. So there is somebody in our life for whom we always pick up Joffrey's coffee, and specifically we have to pick up the Tusker House blend. It apparently is a dark roast. I don't drink coffee, but I think that's what it says. And it says a full and robust aroma with hints of chocolate and caramel with a subtle smoky finish. Yum! Apparently, I'm much more of a tea person, but everybody I know loves the Tusker House Joffrey's coffee, and you can order it online now, but we were there, so we figured why not go into the Joffrey store in Disney Springs. Something else to drink. I know someone who loves the Mickey's Hot Cocoa Mix. I really hope they use cream or milk to make their hot chocolate because one of my biggest pet peeves is hot chocolate made with water. This will be really, really good if made correctly. And the flavors are candy cane, cinnamon, cocoa, and double chocolate. So the cool thing with this is you could, especially if you have like 3 kids, you could open this up and give them each one in like their stocking. Let's keep it rolling. We have this really cute Mickey sketchbook which comes with 40 pages and 2 pencils. I didn't actually know it came with pencils, so that's pretty cool. And I'm very excited. It says it was all started by a mouse. I have a little one in my life who absolutely loves drawing. The people at the Grand where I bought this were super sweet and they were like, oh, are you an artist? And I was like, oh, no. No, definitively not. But I do know a little one who is, and they said, oh, maybe a future Disney animator. And honestly, that would be pretty cool. Of course, I had to pick up other Wonderground Gallery postcards, right? And I'm trying to decide whether I'm going to frame these before I gift them or not, and let the person or people pick their frames. So I'm not 100% sold yet either way, but these are cool. I mean, the range of characters is so amazing. I showed you guys earlier that I picked up a Slinky Dog pen for myself. Well, Disney has a deal that the pens are, I want to say $6 each when you buy 3. So I have 2 more as a gift for someone I know who loves Sully and Mike. These are just the cutest, and I definitely would want these for myself too, so maybe on a future trip. I think that a lot of us have gotten into different kinds of hobbies during quarantine, and something I know I've really started to enjoy more are puzzles. I don't feel like I have a lot of time for it in my and space in my house for it in normal life, but I'm, you know, when I'm off as a teacher for breaks like spring break or summer break, I definitely think I'll be diving more into puzzles, winter break. But I know someone who's gonna really love this one. It's all kinds of classic Mickeys. Sorcerer Mickey's right there, the Prince and the Pauper Mickey, the Band Leader Mickey. I mean, they go on and on. I thought this was absolutely classic and beautiful. And it's 1,000 pieces, so it should keep this person pretty busy. We are down to the final item, and after that I will be showing off my ornament of the day. I had to get this. I did not buy one for myself, and I mean, I think it was a good choice, but I also really would like one of these in my life. Just putting that out into the universe. Maybe next time I go to Disney I'll pick one of these up. It's a Christmas porg! What? Of course it is, right? Like, I love porgs, first of all. I know that they were, you know, a marketing technique made to, like, have children buy toys, most likely, but I mean, that's like all of Star Wars, I kind of feel like. So I just love these guys. I think they're so precious. Put a Santa hat on it, put like a red and white scarf on it, I'm dead. But what's better than 1 Christmas porg, 2 Christmas porgs? Because I thought I knew 2 people who really needed this in their Christmas decor. Before we go, friends, we have my advent calendar, which is getting a little bit lighter, but we still have a lot of days to go, a lot of ornaments to pull out. So far we have 2 ornaments on the tree. I'm going to dive in and see what we pull out today. If this is your first Vlogmas video you've seen from me, you may want to go back and see the other ornaments. All right, let's take a look. Oh, okay, this one I've had for I think 2 years now, so I'm very excited that I can finally pull it out and display it. I know I have a lot of patience. I just can put these things away and open them 2 years in the future. I'm okay with it. It's a Lennox ornament, and it is Princess Belle. That's just what it's called too on the back. And I think that this is gorgeous, so I hope that it really shows up on camera on the tree, but we're gonna have to give it a pretty prominent spot. I don't often get a lot of princess ornaments because I think that many times their faces don't look very nice, but they did a phenomenal job with this one. I'm not really sure why she's carrying like a basket of flowers, but it's fine with me. It's really, really beautiful, and I love their kind of interpretation of her dress. And there's a gorgeous gold tassel to hang it up, and it feels very secure, very sturdy, and not as heavy as I thought it was going to, honestly. But that's it, guys. That is it for day 3 of Vlogmas. I hope you enjoyed this haul. Definitely let me know in the comments down below if you picked any of these things up for yourself, or if something here would be something you'd love to be surprised with underneath the tree on Christmas morning. Thank you so much for following along with me, and it's Vlogmas, so I'll see you real soon.